welcome back to my channel. So, I've never done this video before like this, showing you products that I have been loving for, some of them for a very long time, and I pretty much use it so much that I hit pan on them. And I always feel like this is quite interesting to know what other people are using and loving and doing, because that's really truly show how much you love the stuff. So yeah, let's start it. All right, so I collected all my product in this box, so I'm just gonna go one by one, no particular order. So we're gonna start with Benefit, and this is the Dandelion Twinkle. If I'm not mistaken, I think I bought it either a year or two ago. I think it was last summer. I saw it on one of the YouTubers' website, and she actually used this as the highlighter as well as her like eyeshadow, and I thought it looked so beautiful. And look at this, guys. I use this thing so much. Do you see a little pen that I hit in there right in the middle? I literally, this was like one of my favorite highlighters, and along with another one I'm gonna show you. But yeah, I really like it, and it works great as a very nice kind of an eyeshadow, just give you like a little bit like a brightness on your eye. I really like this product. So Dandelion Twinkle from Benefit, lovely. And it's the good thing also about this, when you use it as a highlighter and you are, let's say, not in your teens, 20s, and you don't look like a disco ball. It's a very subtle, very nice highlighter, so I love it. So speaking of highlighters, you guys, I have another one I wanted to share with you. This is from Hourglass. It comes in this kind of a silver-y packaging, and it's called the Iridescent Strobe Light. I literally bought it when they released it, which been a few years, and I think that this is another one of those great highlighters that not gonna make you look kind of disco ball, kind of wet. It's a very subtle highlighter, and look how much I used it up. This is probably one of my super favorite. This is how much I used up. It's just, I have just a little left on the corners, you guys. And again, you can put this on your eyes as well, but I do like to put on my cheeks and the high points here on my cheeks, and I think it's beautiful. Very subtle, lovely product, highly recommended. By the way, I will try to link all the products in the description box. Hopefully they are all available. So speaking of Hourglass, you guys, I have this trio which I bought years ago, again, when they first came up with those, and I think they're still available. This is the trio of powders, of their famous powders, and I did hit a pan on both of them. Oh, actually, yeah, on both of them. So the ones that I use the mostly is this one here at the bottom, you can see, and I think this is called a Dim Light. This is one of my favorites. I actually purchased a full size of this because that's how much I love it. So yeah, the Dim Light was used quite a bit, and then I noticed that I'm starting to hit pan here just very little on the middle one, which is Incandescent Light. So this is more kind of like a highlighter. It's really beautiful. This one is still full, the Radiant Light, so this one is still plenty, but these two are certainly my favorite. And I like to have this because it's great for travel. Every time I travel, every time I go, this is what I take with me, because I do have my subtle highlighter, I do have my, this is almost can go like kind of a bronzy blush on me, and this is more like a powder. So I really love these, highly recommend. These are beautiful, and I think they are still coming up with the full size, with the travel size like this. They're smaller pans, but you can certainly buy full size of those products. Those are wonderful. Product that I've mentioned so many times on my channel, which I hit a pan big time. This is the La Mer powder, and look how little I have left, you guys. This is almost nothing left in here. I love this as my setting powder. I think it's brilliant. it's just beautiful. I do have a backup of this, so you know, I'm set for a long time. Plus I still have other powders, so you know, I'm trying to go through things. But this is my favorite setting powder. I use it religiously every single day, and you know, you can tell how much I really love it. So I know it's expensive, but if you haven't tried it yet, I would highly recommend it. I do have a one bronzer that I want to share with you that I hit a pen right in the middle. And this is from Sicily, by the way. This is a fancy bronzer. I think that's called a gel bronzer. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they come with this bronzer every single year. This year I think it comes with the like a golden packaging. This is the most beautiful bronzer you can ever have. Again, it's pricey, you know, it's Sicily, it's like Chanel, but oh my gosh, this is so beautiful. If you can afford this bronzer, it's just great. That's what I have on today. I think it just melts into your skin. It's just great. You know, if you look at my videos, many times I had this bronzer on. I always link it down below. And yeah, I think this year I saw it in the more like a golden packaging. I will try to link it down below for you guys, but it will last you for a long time. See, I have a lot of bronzers, and this is like the bronzer that I gravitate towards. And in the past I completely used up the the chocolate bronzer. Is it from Benefit? No, it's a different company. You know what I'm talking. Chocolate tastes like a chocolate. Too Faced. Oh, it's from the Too Faced. I completely used that up, the Too Faced bronzer, because I loved it so much. And I do have another one that I'm using, but for the past, I would say 2 years, that's what I love. And you know, if I want to have an extra good day, you know, that's what I'm gonna use. So yeah, it will last you for a long time if you buy it. I know it's expensive, but so good. Another holy grail product for me, that's something I've been using for a few years, is Kevyn Aucoin, and this is the Sculpting powder. This is in a color light, and this is the newer packaging. They have they used to have like a bulky big packaging. When I purchased a few years ago, they already had the new packaging. This is beautiful, you guys, and I could probably use a medium as well on my skin tone, but I got a light and it works perfectly. If I need to contour, if I like to contour, I contour every day my nose. I just like to contour on both sides a little bit. Sometimes I'll do my cheeks, but my nose, I just have to do it. I just feel kind of awkward if I don't. So obviously you can see I hit the pen right here in the middle, and I have this product already for such a long time. I was actually thinking recently that maybe I should buy a new one, because you know, I'm pretty sure those expired. There we go, 12 months. I have it for more than that. So maybe I should just go ahead and replace it, you know, with a fresher product. But if you're looking for a good kind of, you know, contour, sculptor, kind of a cream, not a cream, powder product, try this one, because this is so good. And like I said, I purchased in light. In my opinion, works beautifully. I think the medium will also work for me. So yeah, highly recommend it. So I also have a one brow product that I want to share with you. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is a medium brown color. So, you know, most of the time I'll use her, you know, pencils, but occasionally I like to use a brow powder. So I obviously hit a pen on the lighter side, because that's the side I'm using. I almost never dig into the darker side because it just doesn't look good on me. So this is a really good powder. If you're looking for a good powder which is not too crazy expensive but does a really good job, I will highly recommend this one. You know, Anastasia is known for her brow product, so I would highly recommend this one. If you don't like pencils, and if you feel like a little bit uneasy, you know, using pencil, but some people are, then I would highly recommend to try this powder. It's super soft, very, you know, forgiven. When you mess it up something, it's easy to kind of, you know, play around and remove it. So yeah, this is a great product. All right guys, so I only have eyeshadows left. So let me start with this one because this is from Anastasia as well. So do you guys remember this palette? This was the Modern Renaissance palette that came up quite some time ago. I think they still make it. This is, I think, the only one. Yeah, I think this is the only one palette that I have from her, besides some loose eyeshadows, which are beautiful, which I'm gonna show you later. But usually when I buy palettes, you guys, there is one or two colors that I'm just gonna hit pan on, which are my favorites. So in this case, I'm holding it upside down, is Vermeer. I don't know how you say it, but it's obviously this one right here. I don't know if you notice, I love kind of a pinky mauvey tones on my eyes. You know, it goes well with my blue eyes. So I always gravitated towards this kind of a pinky, you know, kind of a situation here. I just absolutely love it. So yeah, this palette is just very much, you know, on my alley. This one is very much used as well, but this one looks so pretty on the top of the eyes. Beautiful. So if you like this kind of colors, this palette is wonderful. Also, a Huda Beauty. This is the old version. I think they do have a newer kind of a packaging of those small palettes. Again, you're gonna see the pattern. Which color is the most used? This light pinky one. I mean, it's just so beautiful. This is, you know, my most used color, and this one has more like a wet kind of a texture. I absolutely love this, and obviously this is always used up, and as well as the mauvey color, you know, to put it more in the crease. I love this. This is again my colors kind of schemes, and yeah, like I said, you hit, you know, one or two eyeshadows in the palette and you just stick to it, and that's what works for me. And yeah, this is a beautiful palette, and the quality of those little eyeshadow palettes are amazing. The last couple of eyeshadows that I wanted to mention, I have them all in my Z palettes, you guys, and those are mainly my Makeup Geek eyeshadows that, you know, you can obviously buy it separately, you can buy in a packaging, but I always buy them in the pan. And one of them here in the small palette, I actually, this should be in my empties, Beaches and Cream. This pen is completely empty, you guys. I used it up completely. I'm gonna put this in my empties, and I have to reorder another one of those because I love it so much. But like I mentioned earlier, I love those kind of pinky, kind of a mauvey tone eyeshadows, and my favorite one is obviously this one, and I'm gonna tell you the name of it. I just have to Starry-eyed. This is beautiful because this has this kind of like pinkish, kind of a sparkly wet formula eyeshadow. That's what I have on today, and I actually added this bottom eyeshadow, which I didn't hit the pen on, but I'm sure I will soon. This is from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Pink Champagne. Oh, you guys, this is so, I'll link this Pink Champagne below because you have to have it. So I have the Pink Champagne, and I have a Starry-eyed on my lids today. I feel like it just looks stunning. This is like my favorite combination, and there's a few other ones. This one is also from, I think it's a Makeup Geek. Yes, and this one is Grandstand. So this is more like kind of a brownish, you know, color. And this one is great as a transition color. This is the Creme Brulee. So I keep it right here. And this is great for transition, so you cannot go wrong with that color. And the last one that I wanted to show you, which is also pinks and peaches. This is something that I feel like it goes beautifully on my eyes. So this is again from the Makeup Geek, and I use this one a lot, you guys, in the Spotlight. There we go. So this is the, in the spotlight, this is the color that I used up so much. So as you can see, like I put like my favorite kind of colors in here, and you know, I combine this with the smaller palette when I have some more transitional colors in here. And I just love them, you know. So sometimes it's just good, like when you travel, you just take the ones that you truly love. And often I use this one as my travel, you know, because I know I can make a good, you know, eye look just by using these, because I have basically everything what I need. So yeah, these are so nice, you guys. So yeah, so that's basically it. This is all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different, you know, but I feel like it's nice to see what people are really truly using. I always share with you my empties, you know, my skincare products. That's something that we go through much quicker, obviously, or mascaras, you know, we're trying to replace it every 2 to 3 months. But eyeshadows, you know, powders, bronzers, all that stuff, it just feels like it takes forever, you know, especially highlighters, right, to use it. So yeah. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new to my channel. If you have any questions whatsoever, leave it down below. I'll try to link as much as I possible can, so please check it out, the description box. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and you guys, I'll talk to you soon.